Hey everyone, Alison Boychuk here for another weekly broadcast of my Wednesday Whispers. I hope you're all doing fantastic this evening. I hope you are enjoying this nice warm weather as Tyson and I are. Um, just a couple announcements to make as I wait for a few more people to pop on. Um, This next weekend, I will be having my signature event, A Taste of Heaven, in Brandon on July the 11th. Really excited about that. And also a day of private sessions following that on July the 12th at the same location in Brandon. I'm very excited about those dates. If you are wanting to purchase a ticket or purchase a private session, please go on my website, alisonswhisperingangels.com, um, and you will be able to easily purchase your tickets or your session there. All right. Hi, Norma. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. Um, the weekend after that, I will be in Verdun doing a day of private sessions as well. Um, that is July the 19th. Very excited about that as well. Hi, Bernice. Thank you for being here with me. Hello, Christine. Kelly, hi. Thank you for being here. Hi, Rox. Nice to see you on. Uh, what other announcements could I make? Oh, very excited about my Central Saskatchewan Angels on the Road tour. That tour begins August the 14th, ending August the 24th. I will be traveling to Melville and then Regina, Moose Jaw, Saskatoon, Kenora, and lastly Yorkton. Very excited about that. Central Saskatchewan Angels on the Road tour. If you would also like to purchase a session for one of those locations on my tour, again, you can go on my website, alisonswhisperingangels.com, to purchase your private one-on-one session with me. All right, again, that tour is beginning August the 14th and ending August the 22nd. Super excited to be going on the road to do that Saskatchewan tour coming up next month. All right. So if, like I said, don't hesitate, spots are filling. So don't leave it for the last minute to get your one-on-one 1 hour session with me. Okay. Hi, Charlene. See you in Regina. Oh, wonderful. That is. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I look forward to having your session. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Valerie. Nice to see you all on tonight. All right. I definitely have enough people on to get rolling with tonight's Wednesday Whispers. But before I begin, I like to always announce for any of you who are new to watching my broadcast on Facebook or on YouTube, if you feel that indeed I am connected with your loved one, if you could please write a comment as soon as you feel that I have connected with your loved one. That would be greatly appreciated. And if someone has already spoken up for that loved one, but you feel, you know what, that sounds just like yours as well, please say something anyways, because it is very important to me. Um, Very important to me to give the message to the right person. All right. So I will. Oh, one more quick thing I just want to say real quick. Last Wednesday, I had to very last minute cancel Wednesday Whispers. And I just wanted to apologize to you all for that. I wouldn't normally do that. It was very last minute. I was just starting to feel unwell a couple of hours prior to the Wednesday Whispers broadcast starting, and I thought I could do it, to be honest, and I was just getting more sick and more sick. And to be very honest, I'm waiting for an upcoming surgery, having a hernia repair, and unfortunately, I'm just dealing with that. And so sometimes it just gets the best of me, and so I had to cancel last week. And so I just wanted to really quickly apologize to you all for that. All right. So, anyways, enough of my chattering, and I will get on with tonight's broadcast. All right. I'm just going to take a few seconds, and I'll put myself there, and I will get going. Right. The very first loved one that I would love to bring forward tonight is I have a male here. Okay. I have an older gentleman. Okay. And I just want to talk about how kind he is, first of all. He just comes across that way to me. Extremely kind, extremely loving. Okay. I can see by what he is showing me um, that he lived in his, into his senior years. I have to say, by it looks to me, he's trying to show me about in his 80s, I think, possibly late 70s here. Okay, that's very possible. Okay, I want to say that um, he shows me his personality and his how social he was. He loved to visit. All right, he definitely loved to visit with people. Okay, and as I continue to connect with him, I'm not too sure why, but he shows me just a couple more things. This was definitely not a big man here. Okay, um, I can very much feel that about him. I can see that. Okay, and I want to also talk about how he shows me now his passing, and I'm getting question marks. And for me, with my gift, what question marks mean is that he probably had dementia or Alzheimer's, something of that nature, where his mind was getting very forgetful. Okay, and that's why I get the question marks. Okay, it's like they just don't know, they don't remember things, they're uncertain of things, and that's why I get those question marks. And so he's showing that to me. Okay, um, very, like I said, very kind man. Okay. The next thing he's chosen to show me is I want to talk about. Looks like he's showing me that he may have smoked a pipe. I think that's what he's showing me. That's in his pocket. He's showing me that tobacco, and I think it's for a pipe, is what he's expressing to me. Okay, I've been asking him to give me some details, and that's just something he chose to show me. Okay, um, he shows me that he has his wonderful wife. Just showed me is in heaven with him as well, which is absolutely beautiful. They are resting very peacefully together. Okay, um, and they are just as in love as they always were. Okay, what a wonderful couple. What a wonderful man. Um, hmm. He lets me know that his wife had a absolute love for plants. He just showed that to me. Gardening, plants, flowers, that type of thing. Um, he had a very hardworking wife. Okay? He gives her all the credit for the beautiful yard, and they were together for many years. All right. This wonderful older fellow is, like I said, he's doing very well. Okay? As I asked him, to give me some more information, I don't know why, but he shows me round bales. Okay, and I don't want to make. I'm not exactly sure if that was himself doing that, or if that's something you do. Okay, but he shows me making round bales as well. All right. Well, what a wonderful guy. Okay. All right. Hello to you all, and thank you so much for being here with me. Um, Gail and Mama, Melinda, Andrea, Lori. Hello to you all. Thank you for being here with me. Dawn, Austin, Melissa, Margot. Hi, everybody. Barb, Brooklyn. Thank you so much for being here with me. All right. Hi, Jody. Thank you for tuning in. All right. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward is I have another gentleman here. I have a male. All right. Um, Sorry, I was just listening to him. I was watching him. Whew. This gentleman lets me know that he passed very quickly. Okay. What I mean by that is he got sick fast, unexpectedly, and his life was not long here as soon as he became ill. Okay. And it really like I can't say for sure, but it kind of feels like just like days kind of thing. He felt got sick and he passed away. Okay. Um, wow. He shows me that. Hmm, he shows me that his wonderful wife is still here with us, and he can't wait for one day for her to join him. Okay. He shows me that his wife is suffering with some memory loss herself. Okay. Hmm. And that's his way of showing you and showing all of your loved one that he's around and he's watching this. Okay. There's definitely some memory loss. Like I said, it feels like for his wife, some Alzheimer's or dementia. Um, this this wonderful dad. He lets me know that he writes dad, 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 dad. His dad, excuse me, his child is watching this tonight. All right, and that she could use some uplifting. Okay. Mm. And like I had mentioned, his passing was just so fast. It really, really was. Wow. Okay. Jody. Oh. Oh, wow, Jody. Okay. He died 6 days after the COVID vaccine. No way. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And your mom was diagnosed with dementia recently. Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. Yes, I do believe that this indeed um, would be your dad. Okay. I need to tell you what, as I read your message, he shows me that just a big smile on his face. He wants me to tell you that. Okay. As soon as I was reading your words, he shows me how, if you don't mind me saying this, Jody, he shows me your struggles. I'm not going to go into details, but he shows them to me. Um, just some legal stuff and then relationship stuff, kind of. He's there for you. Just keep talking to him. He's listening. He's listening. Talk to your dad. Okay. As I say that, he just showed me. He wrote me best friend. You guys were very close. Okay. Um, he shows me how much you tried to be there for your mom, how hard it is for you. Um, But losing your dad was an absolute heartbreak. Okay, you guys were very, very close. And Jody, I just want to tell you, as he's smiling at me, to say to you that he's under the circumstances. He's doing very, very well. And as I say that, he showed me an older gentleman. It looks like a, excuse me, a generation older than him. And I think he's trying to express to me that indeed he is resting very peacefully with his dad. Okay, I believe that's what he's trying to explain to me. Okay, um, yes, yes, his dad. That's what he's trying to show me. Okay, um, they look alike. I can see that. Okay. So, anyways, Jody, just please know that your dad is doing okay, and as much as you miss him, and he just showed me dimes. He must have been, I don't know if he recently, has left you some for him to just show me that real quick. If that's something that's been happening all this way through, or if he's bringing up one that, a dime that just occurred or something like that. Okay. Um, to show you that he's watching, that he's around and watching over you. You just showed me that you have this big pile of. I'm sorry, I hope this is okay to say, but he shows me you have this pile of dirty laundry that you just haven't gotten to. Oh, at times, all the time, absolutely. I don't know why he's showing me this pile of dirty laundry. It looks like you need to get to that or something like that. And again, that's just his way of showing you how he's right there with you. Okay, so I hope that's making sense to you. Okay? And hmm, and one more quick thing, as I was just about to move on, he wanted me to say something to you about having like feels like maybe needing a dental appointment, like having a toothache maybe, or you just did do that, or something to do with that. Okay, um, I just needed to say that real quick. Okay. You just started a reselling business, piles of clothes everywhere. That's awesome. Absolutely. You betcha. Okay, yes. That is wonderful. You betcha. Okay. Again, like I just said, that was just his way of letting you know that he's right there with you. Okay. So thank you so much, Jody, for giving me that opportunity to connect with your wonderful dad tonight. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Oh, you were at the dentist last week. No way. That is so awesome. Absolutely. Perfect. Again, because your dad's right with you. That's all that it's just that simple. Okay? And he's just showing you things to prove that to you. So don't ever forget that. You're not alone. Okay? Mhm. Hi, Lorraine and Janet. Thank you for being here with me. And you're most welcome, Jody. Okay? All right. Very next loved one that I love to bring through is I have this lady here who writes mom mom mom, and I believe she's trying to tell me that her child is watching tonight. This lady is absolutely lovely, and I know I say those kind of words all the time, but when your loved ones they come in, they're so full of love and just want to excuse me, they just want to when I only have 5 minutes to make this connection, they just show so much love. And I just want to say this wonderful woman here. As I said, she writes mom, 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 and her daughter, son is watching this. All right. Um, Something she's made very clear to me real fast. I said, give me some insight about you that would make someone know that indeed that this is their mom. And the first thing I just want to say is I have this lady who she's so sweet. You know, she's very how do I put this? How do I say this? What she's showing me. I mean this in a very, very kind way, please. She's showing me that she's likes to dress kind of plain Jane. Okay. She wasn't too big on all the on makeup and jewelry and all that. She just liked to dress a little bit plain. Is how she's presenting herself to me. Okay. Um, she was a friend to so many. I see that her personality is just so kind, and everybody just loved her. Okay. She shows me that her daughter here, and sometimes it just takes me a few minutes to get. Is this for a son or is this for a daughter? Your her daughter is watching, and Couple things. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and listen to her at the same time. Um, this lovely lady, she shows me. I think it's interesting. I was just about to say that she passed in her 80s, and because that's how it looks to me. Um, seeing her. This is not a big lady either. I just want to make that very clear. As I talked about her dressing a little bit, kind of, she just looks kind of plain Jane, not just not too fancy. And I can see her stature, and she's not a big lady. Okay. Um, I don't know, to say her height. She looks, 5'5", maybe that kind of thing, like not tall. Okay. Her she looks like an averaged thin woman, so to speak, and of average weight is what I'm trying to say. She is just her hair was gray. She shows that to me. It was curly, right? Um, hmm. I want to say how she shows me how her relationship with you, you two were very, very close. You talked all the time. You talked often. She lets me know that you were a wonderful daughter and you were constantly making sure that mom was okay. Okay. I'm not 100% sure why she's showing me. Could be my mom. She passed in her 80s. Okay, Janet, I'm gonna keep on going, and you let me know, right? I hate to tell you, Janet. The next thing, when after I read your message, she shows me that her personality was very kind of called it how it is. Not I would not shy by no means. Okay, but I can hear her laughing. She loved to laugh. Okay, she was such a good woman. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what was wrong. Sometimes I get, you know, how they passed. And when I asked her, what has happened, all I can see is she shows me a bunch of prescription pill bottles. So just telling me that indeed she was ill. Okay. Um, and all of a sudden, I don't know if she had a love for birds or if you do, what her reasoning, but she just showed me a really cute birdhouse. Okay. And it felt symbolic for me to say birds, birds. Okay. I hope this is, definitely making sense for you, Janet. This wonderful lady, and also I want to talk about. She brings up a couple of times. She's brought it up, but I'm just not quite sure. She's bringing up jewelry, and it feels like a bracelet, but I think she's trying to talk about a bracelet. I don't know. So if you have one from her or you have hers, I'm not sure. If you could maybe, if that makes sense to you. She's bringing up what looks like a bracelet to me. Okay, and it feels like it's important. Okay. um, yeah, yeah, absolutely, Janet. Okay, yes, I do think indeed this is your mom. And as I was asking her for some more information, or what you wanted to tell you, um, I need to tell you that she shows me what looks like you've had to make some kind of decisions lately, and I don't know if it's like, I don't know you, Janet. I felt like kind of like a, going to a different job maybe, or deciding maybe to take a course or something like that. Um, it's like she shows me that you need to make a decision, or you already have just done this. Okay. And these are bigger changes. Okay. Um, Janet, that's funny. Yeah, absolutely. Um, like I said, she's just showing me that your life, you've had some stuff going on, and right as I say that, I feel like I'm seeing like a, like she just showed me something to do with graduation, something about graduation, Janet. Okay, um, hope that's making sense to you. It's just her way of showing you that she's right there with you. Okay, with you and your family. hmm And Janet, I want to say, as I said, family. She showed me a boy, and I'm not too sure what she's getting at there. If that's your son or what, but she just showed me a boy in particular when I talked about your family. Hey, hmm, all right. Oh, and you, okay, Andrea, your grandson just graduated. Okay. So just know that this lovely lady, she is again. I just want to say she showed me the birds. She showed me birds again. There must be some significance to that, because she just showed me like in heaven she gets to watch the birds. Okay, and she's doing very well. Okay, um, until you see her again, she's going to watch over each and every one of you. All right, and I just want to thank you, Janet, for being here with me tonight. All right. All right. The next loved one I want to bring forward is, I have a gentleman here who, for my viewers that watch, often enough to know what I mean by this. I have this, all of a sudden, I have this urge to cry, and you just started a new job 3 months ago. No graduation. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Janet. That's wonderful. So just know that your mom will be right there helping you, cheering you on, and you're going to do a great job. All right. Okay. As I was saying, I have this gentleman here who I have this urge to cry. I have someone here who has either committed suicide or maybe a drug overdose, something of that nature. Definitely did not look after his health, and that is the reason why he is no longer here. Okay. Um, I need to talk about. Um, Aw, thank you, Allison. You're so sweet. I need to talk about this young man who, like I said, he's no longer here, and it really does feel like a suicide to me. It could be a drug overdose or something like that, but I really think this is a suicide. Okay, um, he lets me know that his life was complicated. Okay, this is a young man. All right, um, it's really interesting. How loved ones sometimes can, be very quiet about suicides and stuff like that, and then the next will be very open about it. And I just want to talk about how this gentleman just lets me know that he was not in a good headspace. Okay. Unfortunately, he lets me know there was issues, there was some type of drug related problems. Okay. Um, he lets me know that. Oh, so sad. And in saying all that, his mind was just not in a good place. Okay. He shows me that his family still replays that day over and over and over in their minds. The grief is still as can I use the word as strong as it was the day that he died, so to speak. Okay, um, that is he shows me grief for his family. He wishes that they could. He just shows me how he wishes that their hearts were less heavy. There's not a day goes by that loved ones don't think about him. Okay? As I said, this is a young man, a very handsome young guy. I know I can see him in a way that I feel strong to say that I have connected with him before. Okay, I can feel that about him. I don't even close to know. I didn't know him, but I'm just saying I feel his soul, and I feel that he's been with me before. Okay, I don't know how to explain that, but I just can. Um, oh, Norma. Okay, all right. This could be your son, Jordan. All right. Um, hmm, okay. That's true, Norma. I have indeed connected with your son in the past on a few occasions. Um, and I'm so sorry for your loss, and I'm so sorry that you're telling me that you still struggle every day. I can't imagine what you're going through, and when I've asked him for some more details, and there's as I said, I have indeed connected with him in the past, and so I'm asking him to tell me something that I don't know, or that he hasn't already shown me. Um, so you indeed know tonight that this is him. I need to tell you, Norma, that he shows me you really could use an uplift. Your heart is very, very heavy. And for some reason, especially, which feels like he tells me like the last 4 or 5 days. Um, uh, I don't know if it's and I feel like maybe someone isn't feeling good, maybe. Mm, okay. Um, Again, when I asked him, sorry, I got off track for a second. I asked him to please show me something that you haven't shown me before, so we know tonight, indeed, this is him, and something that I don't know, or something of that nature. I don't know exactly what he means, but he just wants me to say garage to you, and I don't know what that's about. But he's showing me a garage, which looks like kind of like a garage. Okay. Um, and I just want you to know that he shows me that as I talk about, and to Jen too, your brother, um, someone's been in a pool here lately, and I know it's been really really hot. I get that, but he's showing me what kind of looks like an above ground pool outside or something like that. He's showing me that to show you guys that he's been around, and you guys always have the kids. Your brother sadly passed away in the garage. Oh, no way. Okay. Okay, Jen. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Um, wow. I'm so sorry. As I was saying, though, on a much brighter note, he's showing me kids playing in the pool, and he often shows me, just the visions that I get very, very fast, very, very quick. I'm seeing you guys have children all the time. Okay. Norma, Jen, um, you guys have children with you all the time, and I see there's like what looks like a beautiful teenager here. I'm seeing that a girl. Hey, um, Allison, I was just in the pool today with my nephew, his son. We were talking to my brother. No way! That's why he's showing me the pool. Thank you so much for writing that. I really appreciate you doing that. That's wonderful. Okay. Absolutely. Um, he knows all about that. Okay. Um, wow. Wow. I'm almost speechless. That just happened today. That's fantastic. He shows me what looks like, as I spoke a minute ago about these children, he's showing me this very pretty she looks like a teenager, Oh, your two kids and his son are extremely close, always together. Oh, okay. Is there a teenage daughter here I'm seeing? And she's very pretty. She's thin. She's got long brown hair. He's just showing that to me, and she looks like I would. I don't know. I'm guessing about 13. I don't know. Okay. That is absolutely wonderful, Norma. Okay. That is fantastic. When I asked him to give me something very specific, he pulled through. Okay, and that's just again his way of showing you that he's with you guys, as hard as it is and hard as your grief is. My heart goes out to the both of you. He's just trying so hard to show you that he's still with you. He's not physically here, as we know, and you know um he's sorry, he's making me emotional. He's like, Mom, I'm okay. All right. Your life has to go on. Your life, you deserve happiness. Okay? He doesn't want you to be so upset so often. Okay? He's not upset at you, but he just wants you to understand that he's okay. And as soon as I say okay, he shows me that he loves being outdoors. He's doing things outside all the time. Okay? And I don't know what he means by this. I do want to say that I remember in the past, like I said, I have connected with him before, and I've talked about fishing, I believe. It's hard for me to remember all my sessions, but I'm just saying. But this time, for some reason, like a football went by, and it's like he's playing catch with a football with someone. It's kind of how what he's showing me. But anyways, I do indeed need to move on. As you know, I could stay connected with Jordan all day. He connects very, very well, obviously, and he loves you both so much. And it's interesting. He told me to tell you to say hello to Dad. Okay? I don't know. I have no idea if his dad watches, my broadcasts or not. But he brought that up, and he said, "Please say hi to Dad, okay? And give my boy a kiss for me." All right. But thank you so much, Norma and Jen, for giving me that beautiful opportunity to connect with him again tonight. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Jen, you are most welcome. Aw. All right, the next loved, you are most welcome, Norma. Thank you for tuning in every single Wednesday. You and Jen both. Thank you so very much. It definitely really, really touches me. I have so many I have so many viewers that continuously watch almost every single week, and that includes the two of you, and I appreciate all of you so, so much. All right. Thank you. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward and connect with, I have this older gentleman here. Okay? The first thing he has decided to show me is that he is no longer here because he had heart failure, is what it looks like to me. Okay, either had a heart attack or heart related disease that caused him to pass. Okay? I say that because he draws me a big heart, and that's how that works for me. With my gift is they draw me a heart for me to know that it was their heart. Okay, and it's sad. This man was not a very old man. I'd say he looks to me, in his 60s, I believe, is what he's trying to express to me. All right. Um, And I want to say, he shows me. I was just about to say, he's very social. He seems to be a very social guy. He's kind of joking with me. He's trying to make me laugh. And then I can clearly see kids loved him. And I'm saying that because one of you is really going to get that and understand. oh, that's my, my dad or my whatever. Kids just loved him. Eh? Um, he just knew how to make kids laugh. He knew how to make kids feel good about themselves. What a wonderful guy. Again, as I said, he looks to me to be about in his 60s. Um, a bit of a bigger man. Okay, not overly big, but a bit of a bigger man. Okay. Um, his personality. He was just such a gem. What a wonderful guy. Okay, um, he had friends that he had been friends with his whole life. Okay, um, oh, Dee Dee could be my brother. All right, Dee Dee, I'm gonna carry on, and you and Dee let me know. Okay, like I said, this gentleman, he was friends with everyone. And Dee Dee, I want to say right a few seconds after I read your message, I want to say that he showed me hockey. And once I made that connection with you, something about hockey, okay, and to say that you might understand that. So if you could please let me know. But anyways, I'm just going to keep on carrying on with as I spoke about his, his personality and being, such a true guy, and just so social and so friendly, and he loved to laugh. I can hear him laughing, and that it's like, and often when I can hear him laugh, it's like you would remember his laugh, if you get what I mean by that. He had just one of those laughs that you'd remember it if you heard it again. It was just, his laugh is like such a laugh from deep, deep in his, from his core. Oh, and you watched a lot of hockey together just before he passed. Yeah, absolutely. That makes perfect sense. Because, like I said, as soon as I read your name a few seconds after that, I needed to talk about hockey. Hey, yes, very unique. You betcha. Yeah. Hey, Dee Dee, I believe indeed this is your brother, and I need to tell you, I know I say this all the time, but it's just true. I have to say it. He's smiling and he's happy. He's content. That's the word he wanted me to use more than anything, is that he is content. Okay. And that, he seems like he was like that in the, before his passing, he seems to me to be the type of person he wouldn't have got too worked up. Um, to kind of try and be okay with different situations in life and just let life roll on by, um, and he just shows that to me, that that's just who he was. And he's just relaxing now, and he's like, there's no stress, there's no nothing, he's just relaxing in heaven. Okay. um, it's really interesting. As I say that, now he moved on to showing me him being with a woman. I'm not sure if I do not know if this is your mother or his grandmother who he's getting at here. Um, yeah, he was always content and rolled with life. Absolutely, I could feel that about him. Um, he shows me that he is with a female of older. Like I said, I'm honestly just not 100% sure if he's trying to talk about your guys' mom or if he's talking about your grandmother. But he shows me that there was such a love there. It feels like grandma. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I think he's talking about your guys' grandmother. And he shows me what a beautiful soul she is, and very kind, very just, family was very important to her, and he had so much respect for her, and loved her very, very, very much. Oh, with mom. Okay. Hmm. Could be. I just want to say he just shows me how much he respected her, how much he loved her. Okay. Um. hmm, Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So wonderful. Um. So just know that your wonderful brother is doing very well, and with your mom, as you said, absolutely. When how I said grandmother and you're saying mom, I said give me something, so we know for sure. Okay. And I don't know. uh, he adored mom. Wonderful. um, when I asked him for something specific, do you know what bringing her flowers means? I don't know if he's talking about himself bringing her flowers. Kind of felt that way, or if you brought her flowers. Okay, um, but that's just what he showed me. Okay, when I said, "Give me something specific," so we know. Okay, uh, and he showed me her having a curly grayish color hair. Okay, and man, she could cook. Absolute, she could cook. Boy, oh boy. And I don't know, Dee Dee, if you guys just enjoyed a watermelon or where he's going with this, but he just showed me this great big watermelon. And I know, like, it's really hot. It was Canada Day yesterday and all this stuff. I don't know, but just out of the blue here, he just showed me this great big watermelon. Okay. And that you'd get that. You'd understand that. Yeah, and your mom was an awesome cook. Absolutely. Okay. hmm So just please know, indeed, that your brother is, excuse me, he's doing very, very well. Very well. And I know it's a long time from now, but he can't wait to see you again and spend time with you. Okay. Um, he shows me, I was just about to move on, but I just need to quickly say he shows me the relationship that the two of you had. And not only were you siblings, but had, I don't know if it feels more like he's trying to say a little bit later in life. I was looking at watermelons yesterday. Get out. No way. Absolutely. Okay. Um, along with, Jody, I believe it was earlier, Norma and Jen. Your loved ones will show things to prove that they've been right with you. Okay, and so I've seen this big watermelon. You were looking at watermelons and then deciding which one to buy, yeah, or whatever, right? Um, and that's just his way of doing that for you, so you feel confident that what I'm telling you is true, and he is so good, that he wants you to smile when you think of him because he's doing so good. All right, he's doing fantastic. Okay, so thank you so much, Dee Dee, for giving me that wonderful opportunity to connect with him this evening. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. hmm I understand, Dee Dee. I really, really do. I really, really do. All right. As this 1 hour that I have, it flies by so fast, and for me, anyways, um, it's hard for me to, I do my best to concentrate on one loved one at a time, and I can't get through them all. But I do want to say that um, you're most welcome, Dee Dee. I want to say that uh, I have another mail here, and this fellow was a senior when he passed. For some reason, the first thing he showed me was a lighter. I don't know why, but he did. He shows me lighters, um, bingo dabbers. It's interesting. Um, the next, he moved on to a brown car. Now he has moved on to his physical appearance somewhat. I can see that he's a was a frail man as an older gentleman. Okay. Hmm. But his smile could light up a room. Okay. Uh, and I don't know why he's doing this, but he's showing me that he's wearing like a ball cap. This feels like a farmer type of man, but he's wearing like a kind of like a hat, I call that a ball cap. But anyways, I don't know why he's doing this, but it's like the hat's just a tiny bit crooked. Okay, and that one of you would get that like right now. Okay, I've asked him, in my mind, what happened? How come are no longer here? And he unfortunately he had cancer. All right. But it's and actually, I think he's trying to express to me, feels in the chest. I want to say maybe lung. Um, it's like he doesn't want to talk about that, and he's moving on. I can hear it's this old country classic music, old country classic music for sure. Um, he shows me these. He's moving on to these old little red barns that I think there was pigs in them. Is what he's showing me. This farmer. Okay. Um, hmm. He shows me that there's a lot of his family is in heaven. You know, there's brothers and sisters, I think, and parents and cousins, and I've asked him to give me something, give me something more, and I don't know why he wrote me the letter N. I don't know. Hey, um, and interesting. There. I don't know this. There must be a significance to this. He just showed me what looks like a tombstone, and he put a solar light there or something. Hmm. He lets me know as this wonderful man is trying to connect with his child. I think that's what he's trying to do here. He shows me that you have the most beautiful yard, especially in the back. Okay? It's just it's very relaxing atmosphere. Okay. Um, he wants me to talk about real quick about how your family needs to get together more often. I'm not sure, but he does. He tells me that he wishes that everyone was together more often. He was a real family man, and his children were his world. Okay. Um, and as soon as I said his children were his world, he lets me know that unfortunately he was divorced or separated or something of that nature. He shows that to me. Okay? That's why he really expressed how his children were his everything. Okay. Um, and as I say children, he writes me the number 4. I'm assuming he's trying to say that there's 4 children. Okay. Yourself and 3 siblings type of thing. Um, hmm. And he shows me what looks like a keyhole to a house, like a door keyhole. I'm not sure what he's getting at with that, but he's definitely. I don't know. I don't know what he's. I don't know if locks were changed or a new door, new house. I'm not sure. Oh, huh. Okay. It's like someone moved, and don't worry, he came too. He's been to your new home. That like that kind of thing. He's making that quite clear. Um, I don't know if you worried about that at all or not, but he knows exactly where you are. Um, so don't worry about that. He is smiling from ear to ear. What a wonderful, kind, gentle man. Um, he's definitely his stature. He's a smaller man, and but his smile is huge. It just bright and it lights up the room. Just what a good man. All right. Um, again, what a family man, and just wants his children, his grandchildren, that kind of thing, great grandchildren. He just wants everyone to know that he is happy, and that all your family, they're all together. All the ones in heaven, they're all together, and they very much enjoy spending time together. And all of a sudden, he stopped me and he talked about somebody making jam. I'm not sure. Making jam. So, right, stopped me in my tracks there for a second. So again, I don't know if that was you or what. I don't know. I don't know. All I can tell you is it looks like red. So like I don't know, raspberry, strawberry. Okay. He shows up to me as well. Okay. So just please know that indeed he is doing very, very well. All right. Um, and resting extremely peacefully. He was very much a man of faith, and his heaven is absolutely blissful and wonderful. Okay. And he loves you all very, very much. Okay. And at this time, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in and watch my Wednesday Whispers. My Wednesday Whispers is something that I'm extremely, extremely fond of. I absolutely love doing my part to give back to people and give some messages from their loved ones. All right. So I ask back from you if you could please share this broadcast. It just takes you a couple of seconds to press the share button. The more it's shared, the more people will interact and the more people that I can help. And all I'm trying to do here is help people. So if you could please share my broadcast tonight, and when you think of it each and every time, I would really, really appreciate that. That's very, very important to me. All right, because what I do with Wednesday Whispers, like I said, it's just very, very important to me. And Tyson and I both want to take this opportunity real quick to wish you all a good week ahead. And hopefully, you guys all have a little bit of time to enjoy this nice weather. And I very much look forward to seeing each and one of you next Wednesday for Wednesday Whispers at 8 o'clock Manitoba time. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And I will see you all next week.